We'll call to order the Douglasville City Council public hearing for our budget FY 26-27 for today, which is May the 4th, 2026. So I'll call this meeting to order, and I'll turn it over to our Finance Committee Chairperson, Councilmember Chris Watts.
Thank you, Madam Mayor.
You're welcome.
We have one item today. It's a presentation of the proposed City of Douglasville budget for fiscal year 2026-2027. Ms. Callan will lead us through this.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Karen Callan, Assistant City Manager and Chief Financial Officer. I will do a short presentation over our fiscal year 27 budget. Our overall budget decreased from our current year amended budget by 3.94%. The amended budget is $61,587,868, and the proposed budget for fiscal year 27 is $59,159,316. And this is for our general fund, which is our chief operating fund, and where most of our day-to-day activities run through this fund. The overview of the budget process: City Council and staff met February 10th and 11th for the strategic planning session, which establishes the priorities for the upcoming budget. The development of the budget started in February and ended at the end of March. The city manager and finance team presented the budget to the elected officials on April 16th during an all-day work session. Today, we're having our public hearing. And then finally, we will adopt the budget May 18th, 2026 at 5:30 at another special call meeting. Our general fund expenditures by department: general government represents 38%, and general government makes up legislative, city clerk, city managers, finance, legal, information technology, human resources, community relations, engineering, and we have a non-departmental budget. Public safety next at 31%, culture and recreation at 17%, and then public services at 7%. Personnel services make up 58% of our budget. We try to stay under 62% as our target. Highlights include a merit increase of an average of 3% starting January through June, not the full fiscal year. Pension expenses, which is our retirement, increasing of 10%. Health insurance and benefits, we are projecting a 10% increase. Any additional costs will be passed on to the employee. We did take a recommendation from our consultant in our pay and compensation study to start police salaries at $60,000 for certified and non-certified officers. We are planning on continuing and funding our intern program, which has been very successful for recruitment. We discontinued a retention bonus. We also lowered our tuition reimbursement program by $20,000 due to low participation. We are continuing to fund the sick leave, vacation buyback, and holiday bonus. And for all the vacancies at the time, we only funded 75% of the vacancies. For our operations summary, our property and liability insurance, we are projecting a 12% increase. Currently, we do not have an increase projected for prisoner housing and jail cost. Animal control agreement at $414,000, projecting per our service delivery agreement a 3% increase. A fire services agreement, $4.7 million, again per service delivery agreement, projecting a 3% increase. We moved our landscaping cost to the sanitation and enterprise fund budget. As I mentioned earlier, we decreased our retention bonus by $804,000, and we asked all departments to cut overtime by 15%. For our community programs and studies, our spring concert series, our fall concert series for security, operational, and all costs, first responders, event logistics, security, transportation, and insurance for the event is included. Holiday decorations have been funded again at $590,000. Trustee guards, $50,000. Our citywide strategic plan at $200,000, and our retail strategy studies at $50,000. Our general fund capital summary, we have included $1 million in the budget to go to construction of the City Hall. Our cart paths and bridges for West Pines at $100,000, backhoe loaders for street maintenance, $150,000, 2 salt sand shelters at $80,000, and per our replacement schedule, truck replacements at $255,000. For general fund revenues, proposed year is $59,159,316. The majority of that is 39% of property taxes, 20% of local option sales tax. Other taxes, which include franchise taxes, alcohol excise taxes, and insurance premium tax, come in at 19%. The budget is projected to keep the millage rate at the current rate, which is 8.749. We do have increases for Georgia Power and Greystone projected at 5% above the current amended budget, and building permits decreased 16.35% of the current amended budget. For our enterprise fund budget, which is our sanitation fund, there is an 8.54% increase, and that's largely due to the landscaping costs that move from general fund to the Keep Douglasville Beautiful portion of the sanitation budget. For our special revenue funds and grants, we do have 3 grants programmed in to a 2025 LMIG for resurfacing, 2026 LMIG for resurfacing, an additional portion 2025 LRA for street resurfacing, a bulletproof grant, and then $500,000 for the Dallas Highway LCI study for a total of $1.8 million. Our conference center budget is decreasing 58% from the current year amended budget, and that is due to the current year budget has the construction costs and renovation for the conference center. For the confiscated asset funds, those are staying the same, 0% increase, and those are the funds that we receive revenue from drug forfeitures. And if they don't have any current year drug forfeitures, the funds are balanced by fund balance or their reserves. For our other special revenue funds, we had the tax allocation district at 0% increase. Convention and Visitors Bureau Fund, just a slight increase of 1.51. Rental car fund at 2.93% increase. No change in our Public Purpose Corporation Fund. The Development Authority has a 4.82% decrease programmed in. Debt service for Jesse Davis Park and Police Administration Building, the bond millage is a 0% increase. And for our other post-employment benefit fund at 4.62% increase. For general fund, the debt service, the 2 pieces of debt service that we have are the West Pines Golf Course and the Amphitheater Fund. Those are a slightly under 1% change. Those debt payments are basically the same each year. For our closing notes and remarks, the budget adoption date is Thursday, May 18th at 5:30 during a voting session at a special call meeting. The budget document can be found online. And now is the time for any comments from citizens, and if you'd like to speak, we have a 5-minute limitation.
Thank you, Ms. Callan. Since no one came forward, we closed the public hearing, and do we have any comments from any of the council members, Madam Mayor?
No, Mr. Chairman, thank you so much. I just wanted to thank our CFO and Assistant City Manager for the report and staff. It's been a pleasure, as always, but it's good to have a bright budget to present, one that's balanced and I think that's fair and it serves the citizens and how we distribute their tax dollars. So thanks so much. Thank you, Ms. Callan.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Well, I guess we'll take this up again on May 18th, right? All right.
Yes, sir.
Madam Mayor, that's all I had tonight under finance. I never called it to order. I didn't think I needed to call that one to order. because
Special call.
it went, okay. So anyway, that's all we have tonight under finance. Thank you, Ms. Cowell.
Thank you. Thank you, Coach. We have any other business to come before council tonight in the special call meeting? Deputy City Manager, you have anything? Council members? Okay, if not, then this meeting is adjourned until our 6 o'clock meeting, so we have about 15 minutes or so. Not having any other business, this meeting is adjourned.